they came back loving
About
it. About it, the super secret project, loving it. So
Okay, good.
So that's good.
Yeah.
They said wow.
Actually, one of them
But
was
it's not a WoW
a
project.
completely inappropriate response.
He wanted to have sex with.
Why don't you forward me this shit?
Because
What?
Mike is the one who is emailing me direct, so I just hit reply all. He didn't include you in the original email.
No, I was mailing him, asking him if he sent it, how it was going.
I'm gonna find a way to kick you. Oh!
I like what I see.
So yeah, that's where we're at all morning.
I'm super excited.
Wow.
I went in and pitched it to the fellas, and as soon as Mike heard it was Zelda, he's like, yeah, absolutely, you know, I'll work late, I'll come on weekends, like I'll do whatever it takes to make it happen, which is great.
It's Zelda, right? He said so in his post. It's a dream come true for him, and being able to work on a passion project as opposed to just a business project, I think really shows through in this particular one.
We got to go down to Nintendo and see the first bit of it, and then they walked us through some of the later areas. And I've been scouring the web for their concept art, which is gorgeous.
This sort of grew up out of friends in the industry just getting in touch with us and saying, you know, hey, we like your art style, can you draw something as a favor? And so we thought, hey, what an opportunity for us to go beyond the 3-panel strip and do something custom.
Every one of these Penny Arcades Presents projects is an ad for whatever game. I just hope, you know, hopefully they're cooler ads than like a fucking banner or something like that, right? You know, like, we try to make them interesting, and whenever we can, we try to cover a part of the story that maybe isn't in the game.
It's interesting for the guys too, because it lets them take on a long form project, right? It's not 3 panels, it's a comic books page and usually a multi-page project. And it lets Mike experiment with different art styles.
I'm usually so excited about a project that all I want to think about is the art. I don't want to worry about the text at all. Maybe that sounds like I'm like putting down what he does, but it's not, because it's, you know, I just know that you can do this. I'm not going to help it at all by bothering you. Just make this great thing and then give it to me.
I mean, it's what, you know, independent of anything else that's happened or where we work, I mean, that's what you would choose to do.
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Right.
Then when we get a project, you can start from a completely new set of assumptions.
Yeah.
And so you can grow a lot because you're in a completely new environment, like a new creative environment with its own rules.
It's pretty fun because a lot of these IP holders are a little reluctant to just let the guys cut loose, and that's an absolute requirement for the project. Usually these ideas originate with the programmers and artists and whatnot, and they kick it up the chain to the producer, who kicks it up to whoever his initial contact is in marketing. He greenlights it, we get to work, and in 2 occasions we deliver the work. Everything's going great, and then it gets kicked up another level, and whoa, hey, you know, we didn't, and it just all gets shut down because it's taking the IP by demand in a new direction, and that sometimes this doesn't work. Jeff has written a prophecy on my wall regarding this project.
My history with Nintendo gave me a unique opportunity to, because I know kind of how the politics work there and how difficult it is sometimes to get things approved. My past experience with Nintendo leads me to believe that nothing is ever easy as you think it will be with that particular company.
Nintendo is known as a company that is very protective of their intellectual property, as they should. They don't let a lot of people, you know, they don't let a lot of people do interpretations of their own work, especially one that is so close to the game industry.
I hope that Nintendo Japan likes it.
Yeah, I mean, we may have to change some of the text, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so...
But I mean, the reality is that, like, we've never done it like this, where we did all the work before we signed the deal. Did you know that?
Oh no, it's not signed?
We haven't signed anything. This was all, like, to hopefully get the job.
So it's not like that they could come back and change the text. They could come back and say no.
I can tell you this isn't the first time we've pitched them on doing a project with them. And it just happens to be the first time where they said yes. And honestly, it was actually them pitching us, which was really, really crazy. I mean, I guess that's what it took. But Mike knew that this may very well be the only opportunity that he gets to draw Zelda in this type of capacity. So I think he knew that he had to knock it out of the park.
The feedback from Nintendo is, yeah, this is working great. It's exactly what we wanted, you know. And the art, I mean, I'm maybe biased, but I think it's incredible.
Everything we sent over, like we sent over sketches of every page first, and they were all approved. And even the script had no changes. They had no changes to the script. I've never had that happen at a project before. But yeah, it was pretty smooth. That prophecy did not come true, and I'm thankful it did not come true.
I'll think of some humiliating way to, I guess, lick it off or something. I don't know.
I think that Mike has really grown a lot in the past, couple years especially, just in terms of his character designs and his coloring techniques and his use of textures. And I think that PA Presents definitely allows him to, go outside of his own comfort zone and experiment in ways that he, usually doesn't come up in the, just the daily penny arcade kind of stuff.
At their best, when we have a chance to do a project like that, what we're actually trying to do is make an artifact. We don't want to, ostensibly, yeah, I mean, the arrangement that they've negotiated is that it's like a promotional thing, but what we actually want to do is make something that feels true and is an extension of that story more than, that's actually what we're trying to do, is make something true in that setting. And so being able to pick and choose what we want, like what we could actually want to bring something to, is a big part of that.
You may have seen a recent project that we did for Zelda Skyward Sword. It was a great pleasure for us to do. But before that happened, Mike holed himself up with some watercolors and tried feverishly to capture their style while adding a little Mike flavor. I think that what he did was actually really great, and I rarely allow him to feel that.
Yeah, I don't think ever.
Well, forget it quickly. The bidding for this incredible one-of-a-kind piece starts at $500. It continues beyond $500 right to $1,000. After $1,000, it takes a detour to $1,500. Shortly after $1,500, we make a quick stop at $2,000. $2,200, $2,400, $2,600, $2,800, a solid $3,000. Do I hear $3,400? Do I hear 36? Michael.
I'm overwhelmed.
Do I hear $4,000? Do I hear 4,200? 4,400? 4,600? 4,800? $5,000, ladies and gentlemen. Excellent. Excellent. $5,000 going once. Going twice, sold to 338. Thank you very much. Wow. Nice work, man. Nice work.
Goodness gracious. That was amazing. Can you do the next one?
What's that?
Can you do this
the
one?
next one? Absolutely. Listen, you take as much time as you need.